For one good thing, however, he was eager to get forward with work at home, so that he might leave the place well redd up, and that pleased the mistress right well. So they put on until haytime, which is pretty early in the low fields by the waterside, and these were all they had under hay, for the summer pastures on the fell were hardly stubbed, and far too stony for cutting with the lee. Well, they were all raking by the beckside, and the mistress was pouring ale to slocken them, and the boys were tumbling in the haycocks, when there was a terrible stir in the woods on the other bank. These woods were on a long hill that made a wall to the valley over against Greenodd, and the fields lay between, and the tide ran up to the crake, to where the valley narrowed and the fields ended, and there was a wath or fording place. Dogs barked and men shouted, and swine squealed. They could see by the shaking of the boughs that something was going forward, most like a wildcat hunt, they said to one another, and left it to the swineherds to deal with. But presently there was a great splash in the ford, and out came a most enormous man, half naked with long red hair and red beard. He held one hand on high, carrying they could not see what. In his other hand was a huge ugly stock of tree. All the swineherds' dogs were after him, and the men too for that matter, but he made no account of them, until one dog leaped at his legs as he came up the bank on the hither side. The big man turned and flicked him off like a football, high in the air and splash in the water, and ran straight for Greenodd Garth. Sweyn and his men ran up to meet him with their rakes and forks, less afraid than puzzled. The big man never stayed until he came to the door, and then he thrust the thing he was carrying into a chink of the posts, and began talking in a strange tongue.